welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. We are doing another update in the Deca Painting Project Pan. I believe this is update number 6. If somehow you are new to this project was created by Emily from Emily and Max, one of my absolute favorite people, as I always say, so she will be linked in the description box down below, as well as her introduction video and all other information pertaining to this project. I am working on 7 products within this project. I do have 2 products that I will be rolling out today. So if you're interested, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, palette themed content, or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love for you to consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. All right, you guys, an update. My hair is just gonna bother me because it doesn't have the volume I want. Anyway, we are gonna start with my veto, and I think in update 2 or 3 I pulled one of the cards that was get out of jail free, and I hadn't used it up until this point, but I did in my most recent declutter series, which if you are keeping up with my declutter series, I am sorry that I didn't actually do 7 days in a row. Life got away from me, but my lip declutter will be coming tomorrow. That is a long video, and then I'm going to be doing like a final cut of every declutter the day after that. So anyway, sorry about that, but if you haven't caught my eye product declutter, I'm sorry if this is a spoiler. I am going to be decluttering my Stila Glittering Glow. It was a flaky disaster, so dried out, and just isn't gonna work for me. It's not worth it. So that was in this project. So I'm gonna use my get out of jail free card because I'm decluttering that product. So that is one roll up that we will have at the end. And then we'll jump into everything else before we get into my final rollout, which is actually an empty. So we can start with an update on my Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I rolled this in for the Prompt SPF. I have been working on this since the introduction. Can I make a new line marking? I have used this some. This has expired, so I cannot rely on this for SPF anymore. Oh yeah, I can definitely make a new line marking. Okay, that's exciting. I was like, but I have been using this kind of as a smoothing primer. Let me mark it for you. But I still feel like, there it is right there. Just because I'm working on other primers, I still feel like this is going to take me until the end of the year to use up. But my goal with this is to finish it. All right, then I don't have super exciting progress, I don't believe at least, on my ColourPop lip liner. This was in collaboration with Barbie, and I believe it's in the shade Golden Beach. My goal is also to finish this up, and I rolled this in for the Prompt of Pencil. This is how much I have left. I was doing really well with this, but we are gonna get to this prompt next for, I think, No Pan Left Behind. I cannot remember the exact prompt, but I rolled in all of my lip liners, and my goal was to use every single lip liner at least one time before I could like roll out that category, that prompt, or all of my lip liners. So I did use this, I believe, once, but then I was focused on trying to get use out of the rest of my lip liners. So this one kind of got neglected, but I really wanted to use every single lip liner in my collection so that I could get a better understanding for my collection, what I wanted to keep, what I didn't want to keep. So I will refocus my efforts. My goal still is going to be to finish this one up. I do believe it's going to be a stretch, but I believe I'm capable. So that is that one. And then for my lip liners, out of the lip liners that I've kept in my collection that are remaining, I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have used 7, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 more that I need to use before I can roll this prompt out. So just to let you guys know which ones I have used, I've used Vive Velvet Sands. I really like this for a more warm toned nude lip liner. I have my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude, which I really love. Probably my favorite lip liner in my collection is my Dimitri lip liner by Makeup by Mario. This new one from Glossier in the shade Buff, I really like for a really beautiful nude. I also have the e.l.f. Love Triangle in the shade Mauve. I really like this one too. I forgot how much I enjoyed that one. This one is a little bit more pink than I typically prefer, but if I ever want a pink, I do really like this one from Huda Beauty. It's the Lip Contour in the shade Muted Pink. And then finally, this is very new to my collection, but I really like this shade. It's the e.l.f. Cream Glide lip liner in the shade, I believe, Baddest Beige. So I've also used this. So we do still have 7 lip liners to go before I can roll this prompt out, but I'm confident I will have the complete by next update. Not great progress on my Haus Labs eyeliner in the shade Cobalt Blue or Cobalt Matte. I rolled this in for the prompt matches eyes. I have blue eyes. I don't have cobalt blue eyes, but we were going with the blue theme. And when I purchased this, I was literally obsessed with this and would wear this with every single look. And I don't know why I've gotten away from that, but I gave myself an 11 use goal with this. I was at 3 out of 11 uses as of the last update, and I only reached for this an additional 1 time. So I'm at 4 out of 11 uses. I need to use this 7 more times, and I definitely feel much more inspired by a cobalt blue in the summertime. So I really need to push through and like get my uses now. 7 uses is my goal to get throughout the last week 10 days of August, and or sorry, July and then August. So hopefully we can roll this one out next update. I feel like of all the things I'm looking at, I might have like 3 rollouts next update. We'll see, but this 7 more uses to go on that. And then the final product to share with you before we get into the empty is the product on my lips today, and I have been enjoying this quite a bit. This is from Bite Beauty. This is in the shade Orange Fizz, and I rolled this in for a cream or liquid product. I gave myself an 11 use goal with this one as well. I rolled it in last update, and I have reached for this 3 total times. I swear I've reached for it more than 3 times, but I think I was reaching for it like before rolling it into this project, and that's kind of sticking out in my mind. But I absolutely love this lipstick. I think it is so pretty. It actually pulls more of like a red orange than like a true orange. Like when you look at this, I feel like you think of this like bright, I don't want to say, it just is like a bright orange. I want to add just a little bit more. It is a really, really comfortable formula. The only thing I will say is it's not a matte formula, it's more of a satin. So sometimes I don't always trust it to like stay in my lip lines, although it really has never done me too dirty. And it does kind of stain my lips over time. So as I reapply it throughout the day, I feel like my lips get a bit of like this reddish stain, which I really like, because then sometimes I'll just top a gloss on it, like my Lawless Cherry Vanilla, and I really like the combo of the stain that I get from this mixed with Lawless Cherry Vanilla. But I've reached for this, if I didn't say, 3 out of 11 times, so I still have 8 uses left to go, which makes me kind of happy, because this is like something, like a look like this is like pure summer perfection in my opinion, with more of just like a neutral brown look and then a pop on the lips. That's the summer look that I really love. And I really haven't done enough patio drinking yet this summer, so we need to wear this look out to a patio. Today I'm going to a 1-year-old's birthday party, but I'll probably have a seltzer. All right, that brings me to the one product that is an empty that will be rolling out, and that is my Fenty Beauty Melon Treat Lip Oil, which I rolled in for the prompt favorite brand. I would say that Fenty is definitely, if not my favorite brand, it's like top 3. It's funny because like I think of Lawless, but then I really think about like the amount of products I have from Lawless versus Fenty, and Fenty is just, I love so many products from them. I always get excited about the new things that they're creating. I did give myself the goal to finish this up. This actually was pretty new when I rolled this in. I purchased this during like around last Sephora VIB sale time in the spring, and I wanted to just give myself permission to use a new product up. I love a lip oil. I talk all the time about like my car gloss and about how I have like a longer-ish, not like a super long commute to work, but I spend at least an hour in my car every single day, more than an hour. And then I often go visit like my mom every other weekend-ish. And it's about an 1.5 hour drive there and then another 1.5 hour back. So I like to have a lip product in my car, and I wanted to have a lip oil. I just brought this with me at all times, and it was pretty quick to finish up. I will say I didn't think I was going to purchase another one of these, but then I saw that they were releasing the dragon fruit scent, and I definitely was intrigued. I haven't purchased it yet because it's not my favorite lip oil formula of all times. It's fine. There's just others that I personally prefer over this one. I don't really have any qualms with it. I just have other ones that I prefer over this one. So this is an empty. I'll be sharing this in my next makeup rehab update, and we get to roll in another product to replace it. Okay, that being said, I went and tried to add a little texture and volume to my hair. I don't know that it's going in the way that I want, but anyway, that means I get to roll in 2 products. 1 card for the veto and one for the empty Fenty Beauty lip gloss. So I have my deck of cards here, and I'm gonna shuffle them up really quickly. If you guys, again, are new to the project, oh, just so you know, there is a Joker in there. It's currently on the bottom of the deck, but we're gonna be shuffling. Where was I going? If you're new to this project, this is prompt based. And so we select cards that correlate to a game board, and that's really it. Okay, we'll do a little bit of this so we know that I have had no hand in trying to like make the cards work for me. Okay, 2 cards. Up first, we have the 4 of diamonds, and second, we have the 2 of clubs. Okay, I'm going to pull the game board up. I will pop it on the screen for you guys so you can follow along. All right, so up first we have the 2 of clubs, and that is a whole collection roulette product. So we will get to that in just a moment. And then 4 of diamonds is, ooh, most recent purchase. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let me pull up my random number generator and we'll quickly do the whole collection. All right, you guys, I have my random number generator pulled up, and I see that they've updated the app. I'm gonna randomly generate one number between 1 and 482. I am so close to having an updated whole collection project pan spreadsheet, but not quite. So we're rolling with the old one, and we get number 167. 167 is unearthly, not normal. My unearthly, not normal palette. Okay, that is a really good one because I've been saying that I really do need to No Pan Left Behind that palette. So I'm gonna go grab that, and then I'm also gonna grab my newest purchase, and I'll be right back to share the products with you. All right, you guys, up first I have my Unearthly Cosmetics Not Normal palette, and actually they were Alien Cosmetics when I purchased this. So this is what this looks like. Obviously more of like a grungy toned palette. It's definitely giving more fall to me than it necessarily is winter, but I keep saying I need to complete this palette, No Pan Left Behind, because it just sits unused in my collection because I feel intimidated by the palette, but I love the outer packaging. So I need to decide, I think no matter what, even if I like declutter this, it would be like I retire this but still keep this palette as almost like a display piece. There is something about this packaging I really just do love, but I'm gonna give myself the goal to complete this palette No Pan Left Behind style, and that is going to be the first product that we're rolling in. And then my most recent purchase, I did place one purchase on Ulta. They had like a percentage off coupon depending on where you were in the rewards system, and I picked up a few products. So I picked up the newest lip liner from Fenty Beauty, and I grabbed the shade, it's the Traced Out lip liner, and I grabbed the shade Peanut Butter. I actually had put this on earlier this morning, but then I decided to go with a bold lip. Here is this swatch right here. This is like my perfect brown nude. I'm so pleased with the shade of this. And I've used this a couple times already. I'm really impressed with the formula. Then I also picked up a new Buxom full-on plumping lip cream. I just thought this shade looked so pretty. This is in Pumpkin Spice White Russian. And I will say, I wore this the other day and it really does have a strong pumpkin spice scent to it. But it is a stunning nude shade. I love the shade so much. And I actually wore these two paired in combination. I was obsessed with the way that these two paired together. And then the final thing I picked up during that haul was the Half Magic eyeshadow single in the shade, I think it's something Lizard, Blushing Lizard. I definitely did not need this, but I have been eyeing this for literally so long. So this is what Blushing Lizard looks like. It's a really beautiful kind of like pink and blue sparkly shifty shade. But it definitely is really similar to some other shades. Like I can think of a shade it's really similar to out of one of my NC Rain Flower Moon palette. Like really close to the shade Persephone. I actually want to just swatch these two to know if I'm accurate in that. Persephone, I guess, is a little bit more purple. Okay, I have already had no problem getting use out of these two products. So I actually am gonna roll in my Half Magic Blushing Lizard Single for this prompt, and I'm gonna give myself a 5 use goal. I feel like sometimes it's really difficult for me to encourage myself to reach for single shadows. So I don't want to give myself like an 11 use goal, as I'm also trying to like still test all these different eyeshadow palettes. So I feel like 5 uses is fair. So 5 uses on this, and then we can roll it out. And then we are going to No Pan Left Behind, my Alien Cosmetics palette. Still working on this Unseen Sunscreen. I feel like this is going to take me a bit. I feel like we could have a rollout for my Haus Labs if I just focus on this one. I still think it's going to take a little bit of time on my ColourPop lip liner, and then I am hopeful that we can have this as a rollout next update. I am just loving the way that this looks. So that is my update for this month Deck of Panning Project Pan. I am so excited to watch everyone else's updates, and as always I would love to know, what product do you have most recently hit a pan on or finished off? Let a girl know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video.